Hi, everybody. My name is Phillip Cortez, and I am the author of I'll Be the Moon, a migrant child's story. And I want to read it for you tonight. But before I do, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time to listen to it and to support the project. And it's a project that's really close to me because it's about a lot of my family in Mexico. It's about a lot of families that I grew up around here in El Paso, Texas, on the border. But I think most importantly, this is a love story, and we all come from somewhere. In fact, that's what I dedicated at the beginning of this book instead of to my wife, my children. I just wanted to make sure that this was for all of us because we all come from somewhere. So, without further ado, we look to the setting sun, my mother and I, on our long journey north. Blended pinks and oranges paint the sky. It's the kind of art you treasure and store deep in your heart forever. The honeysuckle sways like a goodbye wave. Its sweet aroma is carried in a warm Mexican breeze, wrapping itself around me as one sweet final embrace. And the moon is a phoenix. She rises behind us despite not knowing what happens next. She brings light to the shadows, flanked by a canopy of stars like flickering lampposts, lighting the darkening sky. But the moon is a riddle I just can't solve. On some nights, she is as bittersweet as honey and lemon for a sore throat. It's the longing for my small town, my abuela, and the smell of food from her magical stove. But it's also a precious hope that tomorrow brings when I get to see my father again and feel the stubble on his cheek. The moon is a trickster. She brightens desert sands to snow, and I marvel at her glow. My mind drifts to another place, far away from the desert, where Papa and I build ice cream castles of our very own. The moon can change course. She can push my tired feet forward, like a magnet across this desert sea. Every grain of sand, every pebble is someone else's story, another immigrant's dream. But the moon also pushes memories forward, like waves crashing against a shore, trying on my father's old boots, the smell of that leather, and the warmth of his footprints beneath mine. Some nights the moon can be playful. She hides behind clouds, making their way through the night until she's ready to jump out in her radiance, outshining the sun in this cosmic playground of shimmering lights. Tonight, we watch the moon weaving in and out of the clouds like Mama and me. Like the moon, we hide. We come out toward the light, every step closer to him. We sparkle with wonder and dream of being together again, juntos, just us three, sitting on an old tailgate and watching the stars from a place where we're safe and free. This is what I think about when I can't fall asleep, as satellites and twinkling lights whirl above me like glow bugs in the sky. If only I could fly. And I have come to realize that the moon is love. Her crescent smile is that of my father, with a twinkle of mischief and laughter. The heavier my eyelids get, the more I could feel him hold his proud gaze, like a jazz note filling up the galaxy. And the moon is the watchful eye of my mother. I feel her warm, brave hand in mine, carefully running a finger across my cheek, soothing my body with magic that sends me to dream. I dream to cross over, to find my father, to be free. So I'll be the moon. The moon is bold. I too will be bold and brave the night until we see a string of lights flickering in the distance, dancing in freedom across a horizon of purple mountains touching the sky. And when that day comes, I'll look at the moon and her beauty, her boldness, and I'll carry the same light, that same hope for other dreamers. And I will keep moving forward, forever forward, with the faith of the moon and toward the promise of the sun. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon.